closing bell for the week ending 22nd of February 2013. For a little bit of information, for those of you who didn't manage to catch the 11 o'clock or 11:30 session on the special webinar that I presented, which is the year 2012 closing bell stock pick or case study results. I think that's a very interesting webinar that you should not miss. For those premium members, I will email you the link, or you can just go to the website at the traderstruthreview.com website, the front page. You should able to see the link. Now there is two versions, both versions are same. For the public, they will watch the YouTube. Now you know that YouTube quality tend to degrade a bit, so watch the one on the high definition for the premium members. And if your place that you're residing, the internet download is low, just click on the link to download it. So for those premium members, this is what you will get. So don't miss that webinar, and of course I welcome you any questions or any comments that you have about the presentation again. But let's proceed on with our closing bell for this week, which is Friday 22nd of February 2013. Last week the market was at 1627, and we did comment that anytime the market can break below, this is my comments I have in front of me, and at that time we were below the 200 moving average, which is let's say Friday, which is last Friday 15. This is 17. That's we were below. So anytime it can break below, it's a very critical area. Good chance it will break below 200. If it does, we try to accumulate high quality stock. Now what has happened? The whole picture in the short term has turned. I think what has turned it is this little doji bar here, which to me it's a very important bar, because now you have a triple bottom. You have a nice support in here at 1600. That tells me a lot about what the institutional and what the smart money wanted to do. They don't want this market to go down yet, so they are supporting in here. So we will look at what's going to happen next week, but meanwhile let's look at the foreign funds. I will comment a bit on this, maybe by looking at the FBM 70. Now if you look at FBM 70, this has turned into a very nice downtrend. You can see that here and here. So we are in a medium term downtrend of the FBM 70. Now for those who don't know, the FBM 70 is actually a broader market mix, which tells you how it is. The FBM 30, which is the large cap or the blue chip stock, they tend to be controlled by the smart money, or at least by the institutional as well as the financial institutional. So they don't tell you a lot about picture, but the FBM 70 do tell you a lot about the broader market. We do have a support here at 11,900 in here, which also corresponds to the support on the left side of the chart, which is also here. So that to me it's a barometer of our market breaking that 11,090. We would see it going further. Now nothing has changed yet until the announcement of the general election. Well, I was expecting, like David who just mentioned, the dissolvement of the parliament around today. I don't know yet whether they will announce it or not. Let's see, we are still another half an hour more to go. They may announce after the market closes, which is typically the government will do. Let's see if they do that or not. Okay, but meanwhile I will talk a bit about the foreign funds now. Now foreign funds for the last week, if you look in the month of February, we could see it is still a positive 71 million on average, and there was a sum about 800 million that's been accumulated in here. More importantly, the 5-day rolling of the foreign funds flows, definitely in terms of net buying, have definitely shrink down. And for first time we do have since Chinese New Year, we have a negative net flow out by the foreign funds. So foreign funds are pretty much mixed at this moment here, a little bit in, a little bit out, but again they are not completely out from the market. As you can see from what I have here, looking at this is the, let me just pull this up a bit. Okay, this is a very good chart. Let me just pull this again to reflect what you see until today. So what it does tell you is, no, let me just make amendment here and pull this through. I don't want that much. I just want a nice picture to tell me. So you can see foreign funds are still, the trend here is still going up. Okay, you note the it's higher high. So we haven't seen a really taper off that selling that we did in December in here. So we're still going up, and there was also a good comment, someone from the audience saying that, hey, foreign funds are accumulating, the local institutions are selling, and why is that happen? To me, that's remain a mystery, because I do believe a lot of the local institutional are very bearish in this market. They see that it will go down bad compared to 2004 and 2008, the general election. However, if you look at it, the foreign funds are accumulating and they see value because they look at the market in terms of valuation, and they tend to have a broader market scope, because foreign funds, when they look at it, they just don't look at Malaysia. They also look at Singapore, Thailand, and they look at valuation from that. So if you put into perspective, they see value in Malaysia. That's why they're not selling. Whereas a local fund say, oh, this big tycoon who runs this GLC company may not be insured, so they decided to sell it. So that is important, that if you want to accumulate good, high quality stocks that we talked about last week, look for those who don't have GLC in involvement. That's not tied to government. What do you think, the audience who's listening now? Okay. Can you hear me? Is my sound coming in okay? All right. All right. Can you hear me? I hope you all can hear me, right? Is the sound coming in all right? Let me just check first.